kids, how are you all? I hope you all must be fine, right? So today we are going to read for class 5 mathematics olympiad, and in class 5 mathematics olympiad which chapter we are going to read? We are going to start a new chapter, that is data handling. Okay, so are you all ready for it? Yes, so let's get started. Our first question, if this sign you can see here, right? If this sign represents 5 houses, then the number of houses represented by this sign are A 4, B 20, C 5, D 40. Okay, so in the question it is given this sign represent 5 houses, then the number of houses represented by this. So how many that signs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yes. So for one sign it represents 5 houses, okay, and for 4 such symbols, 5 into 4, that is equal to 20 houses. Okay, so what is the correct answer? That is option B, 20. Coming to the next question, a graph drawn using pictures is called option A, pictograph, B, circle graph, C, column graph, D, line graph. So in the question it is asked, a graph drawn using pictures is called, yes, do you know the answer? If you know the answer, you can write in the comment section. Okay, so here the correct answer is option A, that is pictograph. Got it? Coming to the next question, a graph drawn using vertical bars is called option A, bar graph, B, line graph, C, pictograph, D, pie graph. So in the question it is given a graph drawn using vertical bars. Okay, using vertical bars or whatever graph we draw, we call it as, yes, it is option A, that is bar graph. Okay, coming to the next question, a pictorial representation of data is called dash. Option A, attractive graph, B, pictograph, C, bar graph, D, pie diagram. So in that question it is asked, a pictorial representation of data is called, yes, pictorial representation of data, that is the pictograph. So here the correct answer is option B, that is the pictograph. Coming to the next question, the pictorial representation of numerical data is called dash. Option A, pictograph, B, graph, C, picture graph, D, none of these. So in the question it is asked, the pictorial representation of numerical data is called, what is it called? Yes, do you have any idea? For numerical data it is graph only. Okay, so the correct answer is option B, that is graph. Coming to the next question, the pictograph shows the number of eggs sold by a trader in 3 days. If the trader still had 115 eggs left after the 3 days, calculate the number of eggs he had at first. Option A, 185, B, 300, C, 215, D, 415. So in the question it is asked, the pictograph shows the number of eggs sold by a trader in 3 days. So the trader still had 115 eggs left, okay, after 3 days. So we have to calculate the number of eggs he had at first. Okay, so how many structures are there here? For Monday, 3 structure. For Tuesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is 5 structures. For Wednesday, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. So what is the total number of structure? That is 3 plus 5, 8 plus 4, 12 structures are there. Okay, 12 oval structures are there, and you know one this oval structure, it represents 25 eggs. So 12 oval structure, it will represent 12 into 25, that is equal to 300 eggs. Okay, that means 300 eggs he has sold in Mondays, Tuesday and Wednesday, sold in 3 days. But we know that the trader still had 115 eggs left, right? So what is the total number of eggs he had at first? That is equal to 300 that he sold and 115 that is left. So the correct answer is 415, and it is present in option D. Got it? Coming to the next question, the bar graph shows the grades obtained by a group of pupils in test. If grade C is the passing mark, how many pupils pass the test? Option A 10, B 14, C 24, D 30. So the question it is asked, the bar graph shows the grades obtained by a group of pupils in the test. Okay, and grade C is the passing mark. So if grade C is the passing mark, then those we have to find out how many pupils pass the test. So if grade C is the passing mark, then who passed the test? These grade C people, grade B people, and also grade A people, right? So now, what is the total number for grade A? It is 6. You can see for grade A it is 6. For grade B, it is 10. For grade C, it is 14. So, what is the correct answer? Just we need to add them, right? So, it is 30. So, correct answer is option D, 30. 30 pupils pass the test. Coming to the next question. The difference between the maximum and minimum observation in the data is option A, class interval, B, frequency, C, cumulative frequency, D, range. So in the question it is asked the difference between the maximum and minimum observation in the data. What is it known as? Yes, do you know? It is the range. Okay. So correct answer is option D, that is the range. Coming to the next question, the number of times a perpendicular item occurs in a class interval is called its option A mean, B frequency, C cumulative frequency, D none of these. So in the question it is asked the number of times a particular item occurs in a class interval is called its, yes, it is frequency. Okay, so here the correct answer is option B, that is frequency. Coming to the next question. Following are the percentage of the marks of 10 students of a class: 50, 60, 70, 72, 74, 75, 80, 88, 75, 100. Frequency of students in the class 60 to 68 will be option A 5, B 1, C 6, D 3. So in the question it is asked the percentage of marks of 10 students are there. Okay. So frequency of students in the class of 60 to 68. Okay. 60 to 68. Yes, 60 is here and no number is between this 60 to 68, right? Except 60. Only 60 is there. That means the frequency is what? How many? It is 1 only. So the correct answer is option B, that is 1. Got it? So this much for today's session. Let's meet you in the next session. Till then, read mindfully and practice all the questions properly. Okay. So meet you soon. Bye bye everyone.